Real quick, who you got in like Broncos or Chiefs? Who you got?
I don't know yet.
The Paps, they got you out here in Bristol?
Oh, my Lord. What's up, y'all?
It's good to see you.
Oh, my God.
You're safe? You better not have been going 95. That was my concern.
I'm not going to tell the police what I did, but I will tell you this. It took me 2 hours just to get through New York City. I don't know what the hell was going on, but I'm here, my man. How you doing?
Tri-State's finest.
Did you hold it down for me?
No, I did not. We struggled through the first hour.
Oh,
nobody watched, but now they have all come back to their television
Come on now,
sets.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I can only imagine what
Guess
you were
what we're
saying
going to start with? This is punishment.
I was getting away with near murder without
my
you.
goodness.
This is punishment right now.
I did suggest that you overslept, but that's not
true.
I know I was kidding.
I know why you do that. I wake up early every morning.
Darren and Brian did hold it down, though.
Yeah. I love you, man. And I
Always.
appreciate you fighting to get here.
You want to look for a house here? I can help you later. You want to get a spot?
I wouldn't go that far.
Greenwich?
But I will tell you this.
Do that. I could see you there.
I will be spending a significant amount of nights in Bristol from now. This traffic, and don't even get me started with next week. And the Pope's coming to New York. Oh, just stay away from the city. Just stay away. Just stay away.
Well, that's my word to you. Just stay away.
That's right.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. Let's roll.
Let's go. First take goes house hunting for Stephen A. in Bristol. Tony Romo and the Cowboys travel to Philly this weekend for a big Week 2 matchup. Romo coming off an impressive performance against the Giants, leading Dallas on a game-winning comeback drive in the final minute. Eagles coach Chip Kelly didn't hold back in the praise for the Cowboys quarterback. Tony has been an elite quarterback for a long time. He's as good as anybody playing right now. I've always been a big fan of Tony's and just how he plays the game at quarterback. He has an unbelievable understanding of what they're doing. He gets them always into the right play, always in the right protection, and he can make all the throws. He's playing as good as any quarterback in the National Football League. Since the start of Week 10 last season, when Romo came back from a back injury that forced him to miss one game, listen to this, Skip Bayless. He leads the NFL. I'll tell you this again. Incompletion percentage and the best stat of all time, total QBR. I love QBR.
You are a stats maven.
And he's tied.
Impressive.
Just call me Stat Girl. And he's tied for most touchdown passes. Stephen A., where does Tony Romo rank amongst the best quarterbacks in the NFL?
Let me say something right now.
Nice watch.
I was annoyed when I saw this quote from Chip Kelly. I really, really was.
It was quotes plural because he went on and on and on.
He went on and on and on and on and on. I want to make sure that I preface my comments by saying that I know that Tony Romo is gifted. I know that he's no scrub, considering the fact that he was no first-round pick, that the expectations were minimal and all of this other stuff. I totally get Skip Bayless. This is Tony Romo we're talking about here. Undrafted. This is Tony Romo we're talking about here. Skip Bayless, I'm looking at his numbers right now. 33,626 yards already, 65 completion percentage. I mean, completed about 65% of his passes. QBR, that's gone out there. The quarterback rating last year of 103, 113 the year before that. Tony Romo can ball. Nobody is making that argument. But let me tell you what makes me sick to my stomach.
Here we go.
About this quote from Chip Kelly. I am sorry. When is the requirement for winning going to be paramount? Last time I checked, when you talk about a quarterback, it's about what you do when it counts. How many games has Tony Romo been in that actually count? This is his 10th year as a starting quarterback in the National Football League. What is his record? 2-4. How many playoffs has he been in? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 5, going on 6. And this man has missed the playoffs, okay? I am so sick and tired of everybody sitting there and kissing Tony Romo's you-know-what as if he's some Super Bowl champion. I am sorry, Dallas Nation, Cowboy Nation, the pathetic fans that they are. I can't stand any of y'all. That's right, I said it. I'm talking about the fans. I'm talking about the fans, okay? Here's my deal. I just want to know. The stadium is in Arlington, Texas, right? And I do believe that Dallas, the city of Dallas, Texas, I recall there being a parade for the Dallas Mavericks back in 2010. I recall there being a parade when Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman won the team back in 1995 with Barry Switzer, or 2 years, 3 in the last 4 years, not the year before that, but the year before that, the 2 years before that, with Jimmy Johnson as their coach. I recall that. But in the last 20 years, I don't recall seeing any parade in Dallas. More importantly than that, On top of it all, I don't recall seeing anything when it comes to Tony Romo. So I can't take it. This dude, he can ball. He's no scrub. But Tony Romo is relevant from September through December. Come January and on, there's usually a missing persons report out for him, okay? So I'm getting really sick and tired of all of this Tony Romo love. Could the man step up and produce in the postseason? Can we get it done? Can we stop hearing Skip Bayless say, that was a catch? Okay, can we stop that?
We heard it this morning. You missed it.
Can we stop that?
Crime of the century, that's all it was. Crime of the century.
It's getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves.
I have one question. How much Diet Mountain Dew did you drink on your 4-hour drive up here?
All I drank was water.
I don't believe it.
All I drank was water.
Is it laced with caffeine?
No, it is not.
You're out of your mind.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
No, it is not. I'm wired, man. I'm wired.
Yes, you are.
Ready to go.
I mean, listen, I've been waiting to talk about this because I'm really getting sick and tired of this. When are you going to... And you know what? By the way, I'm glad you brought this up. I'm glad you interjected by asking me this question. Because may I say this affectionately? You disgust me. And I'm going to tell you why you personally disgust me, Skip Bayless. Because a couple of years ago, I thought I had you. I thought I had you. You have seen the light, at least I thought. You said, I'm done. I've lost faith in Tony Romo. Blah, 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 blah. And now because of a regular season where the Dallas Cowboys went 12-4 by giving the ball to DeMarco Murray 392 times, by giving him 57 additional touches, by having him touch the ball 449 times, protecting Tony Romo along the way before he was shipped out of town unceremoniously because Jerry Jones didn't want to give him his money, but he gave Tony Romo, who at the time had a grand total of 1 playoff victory on his resume, a $108 million deal, $55 million in guaranteed money.
Money well spent.
Are you really kidding me? This is really disgusting. I'm getting sick and tired of all the Tony Romo love. I respect the hell out of him. But could you do something in the postseason? Pretty please with sugar on top? I'd really, really appreciate it.
Okay. I have a couple of questions for you.
What questions, man?
Once upon a time on this show, did I not call him Tony Romeo? Do you remember those days?
You called him Lil Romeo.
I called him a lot of things. I called him some names off the air that I would never say on the air because I was sick and tired of Tony Romeo, who became...
That is accurate.
Who became
and
Tony Ono.
You are in mid-show form already,
You've lost your way. You've lost your way.
I have not lost my way. Wait a minute. I found my quarterback. I didn't lose my way. I found my quarterback because Tony Romo's career did not begin until last regular season. I've told you 29 times that it won't go through that thick skull of yours into your brain, which is considerable, that Tony Romo has grown up on and off the field. He has become a father and a husband and a leader of the Dallas Cowboys, and his back surgery required him to give up his first love, which is golf. He can't play. He's told friends of his, I will never play golf. I can't risk my back. I'm afraid from game to game that he risks his back thanks to that cheap shot of one of those New York Giants on that interception. You know, his back.
I have no recollection of that. I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
Do
you mean the quarterback was in the middle of the play trying to get the guy that he threw the interception
trying to get out of the way.
Really?
And he got cold cocked from behind by a cheap shot in New York
Trying to get out of the end zone. Got out of the way right by the end zone.
You know I'm right about this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. All I know is that last year I saw a new guy. And unlike you, I don't get dug in on my opinions. I'm willing to change.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That was funny.
That was hilarious. Go ahead.
All right, you got me on that.
There you go.
But I'm using the eye test. I'm just watching the games, and I'm thinking, I don't know this guy last year. I'd not seen him play to that level. DeMarco or no DeMarco. And by the way, they're going to be just fine without DeMarco Murray because Julius Randle can flat carry the mail.
Oh, we know he can carry a lot of things.
Yeah,
we know Julius Randle can carry a lot of things. Absolutely.
Yeah, carry him right out of the store.
Absolutely. Cologne and a pair of drawers. Yeah, he can carry a lot of stuff.
So I'm going to remind you once again, my favorite stat, QBR last year, Tony Romo lapped the field. Aaron Rodgers was 7 points behind him. He goes from 83.6 QBR, which is just for a whole season spectacular, way down to Aaron Rodgers at 77.4.
Question.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
So I'm looking at the QBR, and you know, the bad man, Aaron Rodgers, I give you that, although he's like 2-4 since the Super Bowl in the postseason, but I won't get into that right now. But the point is, when I just do QBR rankings, Romo left the field. So right now, the best quarterback in football is Tom Brady.
Yep.
The second best I will give you is Aaron Rodgers. The third best on pure performance over the last season is Tony Romo. Nope, it's Tony Romo.
My question was going to be to you.
Yes.
If Aaron Rodgers, that bad man that he is, had a running back that he could give the ball to 392 times.
He does, but he throws it too much.
Eddie Lacy is no DeMarco Murray. I like Eddie Lacy.
He can play. I think he's right there.
DeMarco Murray.
I think he's right there.
1,800. All right, I'll give you a better question.
Not last week's DeMarco Murray.
If Aaron Rodgers had somebody to give the ball to 392 times, 449 touches, 1,845 yards rushing, behind that massive offensive line, what would Aaron Rodgers do? Are you kidding me? It ain't even in the same ballpark. As my man Tom Jackson so eloquently has stated to me on many, many occasions, watch live action of Aaron Rodgers throwing the football, and you will see that no one, I repeat, no one throws a football the way that man does. Now we look at Tony Romo, and all I'm trying to say to you is this: the Skip Bayless that I have known for 2 decades is a Skip Bayless that kind of measures. Yeah, you get a little lost with the Tebow thing and stuff like that, but for the most part...
I wasn't lost. He had the greatest run in the history of the league in 2011.
I don't mean it that way. I'm just talking about in terms of... I'm just talking about in terms of winning championships. I mean, he's not a part of that conversation.
He just won the division in 2011 with the 1-14.
That's okay. I'm just talking about championships.
Yep.
Tim Tebow or anybody like him who was in the league as a starting quarterback for 9 years, usually your criteria mandate that they at least get to a conference championship game. Tony Romo hasn't even done that. What is all of this stuff? I mean, where's the parade? What's all the celebration about? You know what the celebration about is, Skip Bayless? And you need to be real about this. He was here. Like you said, he was nowhere. And then somehow, some way, he saw the light and came into relevancy with most of the other NFL quarterbacks in the NFL. That is what happened. Because prior to that, prior to last season, there were 4 consecutive seasons, a 6-10 season, and then after that, 3 consecutive 8-8 seasons where they lost on the last game of the regular season to one of their division rivals for the division crown. That is Tony Romo's resume. In 1 year, he shows up, and what, he's the second coming of Johnny Unitas or Joe Namath or somebody? Yep. This is ridiculous.
He's Namath plus Unitas, all rolled into one.
Really?
Yeah.
Says who?
Because you know what? He won 2 playoff games last year. He won 2 and could have won 3 if the second one hadn't been stolen from him by the referee.
Then he didn't win, did he?
Huh?
You can't win when it's stolen from you. You lost.
Well, that's what they said, but he actually won the game. Did he make the throw to win the game to Des Bryant? Did he make the throw?
Did the Green Bay Packers play in the NFC Championship game, or was it the Dallas Cowboys?
The NFC Championship game?
The NFC Championship game. It was the Green Bay Packers versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes,
it was not the Dallas Cowboys that played in that NFC Championship game.
If they had.
Skip's record.
Wait a second. What happened during the regular season when you laughed at me about Dallas going to Seattle? What happened in that game?
You know what?
What happened in that game?
I told you yesterday, me wearing a Tony Romo jersey and a Dallas Cowboy hat on my birthday was the hardest day of the year for me. But when you did not honor your bet like a man,
here we go. Let's distract the audience from what really happened last year.
I'm saying we're not talking about this because you would not, October 14th, you would not honor your bet. So you are not allowed to talk to me about that. You are not allowed to talk to me about that.
Who wore a Money Mayweather TMT hat?
I wish I saw that.
Who wore it? Who wore it? Well, that's all.
10 minutes.
I didn't have a contract that said it had to be beyond 10 minutes.
It was your contract with me.
Yeah.
Okay?
You know what?
You're broke and dishonored.
Here's the God's truth. The God's truth is you wore the Tony Romo jersey and the Dallas Cowboy hat because you looked good in it and you liked it. Because deep down inside, you are a closet Dallas Cowboy fan.
I would remind you that in Dallas, Texas, for National Championship Week, I also put on a Green Bay Packers jersey, and I thought I looked just.
I thought you looked terrible in it.
I thought I looked just as good in that.
It clashed green and gold. Really?
Listen. The point is, I had on the Aaron Rodgers jersey, and I much rather would wear that because he's a winner compared to Tony Romo.
Yeah. By the way, Dallas did throw one parade. It was when we came back for our show. We took our show there, and they threw me a parade, right?
Oh.
I don't recall.
I don't remember
sure
that.
they did.
The mayor came and gave me a proclamation, right?
Well, you keep the key to the city for Dallas.
Yeah.
I do have the key to the city
You've
for
got
South
lots
Beach.
of keys, I feel like.
South Beach.
Yeah.
South Beach. It was
All right,
special.
Stephen
I'll
A.
take
came
Dallas.
in guns a-blazing, fired up,
I'm ready.
mid-show form. These two